Right, so another depressing video by the looks of it after an abysmal game yesterday against Newcastle. 3-2 the scoreline, that completely and utterly flattered us. 3-2 was not an accurate reflection of that game. If you hadn't have seen the game, you'd have thought, oh, it was a close game. It wasn't at all. I don't know why we only seemed to decide to start playing sort of like 60-70 minutes in, but it's just simply not good enough. Newcastle could have been like 3-4, 5-0 up at half time, and it wouldn't have been flattering to them. That's what I'm saying. It was a terrible performance, and there were very few things that were positive from that game. Obviously, this has got a lot of people questioning Pellegrini. Now, I started questioning him a few weeks ago, if I'm honest. I didn't think we should sack him or anything, but I did think questions needed to be asked of some of his lineups, his decisions, the way we were playing, and I don't see a massive improvement. I think I said this, well, I feel like I've been saying it forever, and I know these videos are so like negative, but how can anyone see anything positive at this moment? I really don't know. So I think even the most positive people that loved Pellegrini are starting to think, actually, you have to ask questions. Like I said, I did a few weeks ago, and yesterday just proved it. Now, it's not the fact we lost to Newcastle, although they'd had a poor season, you know, they'd hardly scored, and then they're 3-0 up away to us. But it's not that, you know, West Ham fans were used to losing. And I say it all the time about it's the way you go out and perform, and if you give everything, then you can't criticise. But it was just awful in every way. And now I cannot understand what Pellegrini was thinking when he picked his starting 11. Unless there's something we don't know about, why the hell was Fredericks not starting? You know, one thing you can say about Fredericks is he's got pace. He's so quick, and we needed him. And you put like old man Zabaleta, everyone calls him, like I said, he's my age, so I hate that. But no doubt, and he was a fantastic defender. And I'm not saying he doesn't have the ability, but against Newcastle, when they've got one of the quickest players, and it's unbelievable. And I never claim to be an expert when it comes to tactics or like in-depth footballing knowledge. Just give my opinion as a West Ham fan. But anyone, and I mean anyone, would have known that putting Zabaleta instead of Fredericks yesterday was an absolutely crazy decision. I don't know why he's dropped Ogbonna. Nothing against Ogbonna, you know, he scored for us yesterday, and I always liked him. But why did we drop Ogbonna? Because he was playing so well, and I feel like it's really unfair. I thought we were meant to pick players based on like how well they've been playing, and he did nothing wrong. He didn't deserve to be dropped. Anyway, it was obvious from everyone to see as soon as the lineup was announced that was a mistake. And then at half time, we're 2-0 down, luckily to only be 2-0 down. Why did he not then think, right, we're still in with a shot, we're fortunate here that we're only 2-0 down, let's bring on Fredericks straight away. Instead, he took off Yarmolenko and Noble and put on Ajeti and, who did he put on? Lanzini. How did I forget that? Now, I'm not saying that bringing Lanzini and Ajeti on was wrong, but at that point, you needed to sort out, get Zabaleta off. Poor Zabaleta. I mean, anyone could see it weren't working, and he kept Zaba out there until like the 60-something minute, I think it was. Now that is inexcusable for me, and that's why I think he needs to be questioned. Because why did he start with that starting 11 anyway? You know, we got a draw against Sheffield United the week before with that starting 11. Change it up. To me, he's so stubborn and stuck in his ways, and he won't do it. It's like he didn't actually look at that Newcastle team and how they would play. And Newcastle, fair play to them. We did make them look like Barcelona, but they played brilliantly, and no one can say. I mean, I would have been really happy if we'd have got something out of it, but it wouldn't have been a fair result in anyway. Newcastle definitely deserved the 3 points. So yes, I am questioning Pellegrini. Yeah, people say, well, who are we going to bring in? I don't know. It's not going to happen anyway, because the board will never ever sack him and have to pay out that amount of compensation. So it looks like we are stuck with him for the foreseeable future. It just worries me how bad things have got to get before they actually do something about it. That's the worry. People are going to blame Roberto for a lot of yesterday. Now, I'm never ever going to rate Roberto at all, but I don't think, you can't say he was the reason that we didn't win yesterday. It was a poor all-round display. They don't seem up for it. They look clueless. They're not playing for the manager. I don't know what's going on. Then, to me, there's got to be something else going on for it to be that shocking. I did say that when Fabianski got injured that it probably would be, might sound a bit extreme, but I did think that's the end of our season. And I think it just shows, actually, Fabianski won Player of the Hammer of the Year last year, and I think that showed that actually it paved over the cracks of what problems we've got. He kept us in so many games last year when we didn't really need, we shouldn't have been with a chance, and it proves we miss him massively. But I'm not going to then blame Roberto for the loss. It was a terrible all-round performance, and I just don't see it changing. I don't know what, he's got to sort something out. I don't know what. And like the rumours that we're just probably going to get loans and cheap players in January, it's just a bit concerning. I'm not saying that we're going to be relegated, but current form, we are one of the worst teams in the league, and it's not good enough for what we were promised. And I know I'm going on about it again, but it's not. So it's all a bit of a worry, because when you look at our fixtures, you would have said that they were games that we should have got points from the last few games. But we've got next week Burnley away, and then we've got a bit of a break, thank God. And then we've got Tottenham at home. Then we've got Chelsea away, Wolves away, Arsenal at home. And then you've got Southampton, but they were even doing all right against Man City yesterday, weren't they? Liverpool away, Palace at home. Oh no, sorry, I've got this wrong. West Ham are at home to Liverpool, away to Palace, at home to Leicester, and then at home to Bournemouth. That's the New Year's Day game. When you look at that, you sort of think, well, how many points are we getting from that? It's concerning. And if you go into the new year and you're like, I know anything changed, but if you're like that low down in the table, then I don't know what's going to happen. So a little bit concerning. I think everyone has got to start questioning Pellegrini and his tactics, and some of the players, they just don't seem up for it. And when people go and spend a load of money, pay a load of money to get there, sit in that awful weather yesterday, and then they don't bother turning up, and then only a few players actually clap the fans. It's not good enough all round, and I don't know, I can't see it getting any better anytime soon. That's my worry.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like and comment, and follow me on Twitter @Flump9. Come on, you irons.